Hey, I had to just clarify that. They're listening, and, you know,
All right.
I'm just saying.
All right. He didn't took it in a different direction.
Hey, hey, ladies, quick. Who don't want their soul sucked out? All right, just had to clear that up. This is demonic. All right.
All right.
Yeah, we get back to the movie.
Yeah. We're just gonna start this shit live.
The only time I caught the Holy Ghost was when I was in church drinking.
Like they're two dumb dudes. Welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. I think that's better say something.
You want me to do an introduction?
Yeah, go do the introduction. You might as well. This is our podcast. So yeah.
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to Sarath and Chris's Sarath Movie Therapy Podcast. It's your boy Chris Brown, aka Red 4 Delta. Both my fingers work. What up?
And your boy Sarath, aka Mikazi. Oh shit, that sounded weird. Why did I say my name weird?
You said aka Mikazi. Yeah. You on the radio?
And your boy Sarath, aka Mikazi. There we go. That sounded weird. Well, not sounded weird, but just it's. I'm not used to that
because I did the introduction.
Yeah, it's just. Why does that sound different? Like maybe just we're so used to doing it the other way, but like like even sonically in the ear, I don't know what. Maybe just I haven't heard that. It's like the first time hearing that.
Yeah, because as you see, every time I go after you in introduction, I'm really more laid back. Hey, it's your boy, this, whatever. Because I did the front, my energy was like, yo, you know. So then you was laid back, like Mikazi. Like, wait a minute.
Now you had that Flavor Flav energy.
Hey, man.
All you need is a big clock.
Shit. For real.
But how could you think about that? This man got to the point where he had people wearing giant clocks out in the streets. Speaking of, because that's a throwback. That's a hip hop throwback. And in this movie that we watched for this one, there was a hip hop reference throwback that had me rolling. Absolutely, like it had me on the floor. I was like, "What the fuck?" We'll get to it.
Okay, yeah, because I'm gonna need you for this one because
bro, like this movie, it's like it had my mind going everywhere. I had to actually take notes. This is the first time, like again, if you're watching this, we probably 20 episodes in, but we're actually like 50 episodes in because we've been recording so long. But this is the first time I've ever taken notes because, boy, howdy.
Oh man.
Anyways, before we get into this episode, what you drinking?
Today, I'm doing what I always do. Jack Daniel's never going anywhere, you know that. But my shot I have, it's called Wild Turkey American Honey.
Bro, you gotta hold it up with your other hand, man. Your finger grossing me out.
You kissed my ass, man.
It should look like 28 days later.
Oh man, it ain't that bad. Is it that bad?
Yeah, bro. Bro. We got to. This episode just went NC-17. What's that? Wild Turkey?
Wild Turkey American Honey. Area 51 over here. And
how'd you land on that Wild Turkey?
Shit, walked in the liquor store and picked a random shot that was sitting right there. Like, let me try that one.
Which is that like? Did you go to the same liquor store that you always go to, or?
No, seeing how I'm working in the office right now, I went to the one out there.
Yeah.
I found actually a cheaper one and went in there and I just made a selection.
Gotta walk in there like, I need some different whiskeys. What you got?
Jack Daniels.
What I would do. Man.
Nah, I mean, it was big enough to look around, but you know.
I feel like because you drink so much Jack Daniels that you yourself need to start creating some infusions and then trying them out on the episodes. Because I've been doing some editing and I was looking back at some episodes and I watched that episode from Georgia when we ate the Sour Patch.
That nasty ass shit.
Bruh. Yeah. Just wait till you guys see that episode. It is whoo-wee.
They probably might have already seen it by the time they get to this one.
Oh no, they're definitely, it's before this, but like, yeah, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch. We do that episode. We talk about Trial of Chicago 7.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. All right, what else you got?
Cool Guinness.
But you got
Yes,
a
indeed.
glass.
And you know this, man.
All right. Nice. You can't drink a Guinness out of a can.
Nah. You do a disservice.
Why? Okay, so how is it that Guinness and Bud Light are both beers? Because those are like two completely different, on this different side of the spectrum drinks.
One's made for Sunday football. The other one's made for
like I want to see where you're going.
was made for Sunday football. The other was made for an actual chill drink, a sophisticated drink of prestige and elegance.
Yeah, but Guinness ain't that bad either.
It's not.
You ever had an Irish car bomb?
I have.
Yeah, I remember the first time I had that shit. It was 7 a.m. No, we were in. It was back when we were at Friendly's. Mm-hmm. After work, we all went to whatever bar that was in Indian Orchard that we went over there to play pool.
The one me and Mike was always going to?
Nah, I never went to that one.
Okay.
I didn't know about it. But if I had known about it, maybe I would.
You could have joined,
Listen.
After you fired us.
You bunch of heathens. I'm like, first of all, y'all fired. Second, meet me at the bar and we'll have a drink to calm your nerves.
See if we can get you back hired again.
Yeah. No, I forget what it's called. It was over the bridge in Indian Orchard, and we used to go there to play pool.
Over the bridge in Orchard or Ludlow?
Indian Orchard.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go down Oak Street and you turn left near like those factories, and you go up, you go over the bridge, like you're going to like Chicopee, and there's like a gas station. I forget what it was called.
Oh, over that way. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that was an early morning bar.
Yeah. I forget what time. I think it was a 24-hour bar, but we used to go there in the morning, have some drinks, play pool.
You talking about the other bridge, the Green Bridge?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I am partaking in a little bit more of this Puncher's Chance.
Okay.
Whiskey, know. And normally I only like to drink shots with movies I like, but this one was so complex.
Yeah.
That I might have to drink this whiskey so I can get my true feelings out.
Look, you're definitely carrying the tune on this one because as much as I tried to watch it, hopefully it all comes back to me when we get to talking about it.
Yeah.
But man, some of this shit had me so lost in the sauce.
Speaking of lost in the sauce, so I looked in my fridge and I don't have many ciders on deck right now. Actually, I don't have any ciders on deck. So all I have is I got one can of this Jersey Devil hard seltzer. Mm-hmm. It's that Trick or Treat hard seltzer. Okay. A little hard to see that. That don't look like
looks like a goat with dragon wings. Is that a rat?
It's a Jersey Devil.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. He said it's a rat. That's a New York Devil.
Now look at them legs and the damn tail. Look like some rat legs,
bro. He looked like a dude goat. I don't know what that means, but he looked like a dude goat.
Yeah.
Anyways, but so I only got one can of that. So I'm gonna start today's episode with something old Chris Breezy left in my fridge. And hold up, my antivirus stuff just popped up. Let me pop this thing now real quick. Yeah, so I'm going to try this little Pulp Friction India Pale Ale with grapefruit. And I'm pretty sure I'm not going to like this.
Pour it in the glass because I didn't. And I don't even think it's going to change the taste, but it might make it a little bit more easy. All right, there you go.
I got my little mug.
Are we cracking this?
Yeah. Actually, let's crack this.
Do the shot first? Which are we doing?
I'm going to pour this beer first, then I'm going to pour the shot.
All right, cool.
Well, that was nice. That was a nice little sizzle.
Yes, indeed.
I need to clip that and use it somewhere. That was a nice one. That was a little baby one. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to this, bro.
I'm actually not either. Like you saw my face turn up, and I was like, "Ooh."
If I don't like this, I'm just gonna leave this in the glass and drink the other one out of the can.
Look at that. It's beautiful. Let that sit and get right.
Look at that head, though. Look at that head. That's how you pour.
All you gotta do is add some titties and ass, and you got you a perfect. Leave it alone.
I don't know where you're going with that description.
You used to look at that head.
Man, listen. I don't know what's wrong with you. You are.
Yeah, I'm out of it.
Bro, you didn't listen. First of all, you got was that light blue?
No, that's black.
Blue? What?
What you talking about?
Your shirt.
Oh yeah, the sky blue.
Yeah, with the silver chain. Got the
silver on this side and the gold on the other. Oh, actually, it's actually white, gold, and gold.
Yeah,
but you know,
what you doing with your hair though? Are you growing it out?
Yeah, I'm just letting it be.
Yeah,
it was braid. I took it down like yesterday.
Yeah. I miss having braids. Used to have braids in high school. I had the long, them ludicrous braids. Yeah. Looking straight Puerto Rican.
You was like one of them Asian dudes in Blue Bayou. Oh man.
I was like one of them Asian dudes from like Biker Boys.
Oh, gotcha. Oh man.
Let's pour this shot real quick.
Some bitches on there.
Yeah. So I mean, for those, I'm not sure when this is gonna drop, and this is gonna date this episode a little bit, but we officially dropped the podcast on on podcasting outlets, Spotify, Deezer, all these different ones. They're hitting Google and Apple Music soon, and we have these video podcasts on YouTube. So it's been a whirlwind. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
So this is also a congratulatory shot to my boy Chris Brown.
Hey, right back at you, homie. In my homemade shot glass.
I hope if you're still watching this, you've been rocking with us since the beginning. And if you just found this episode, that we entertain you enough that you're going to keep rocking with us, and you hit that like and subscribe button.
Indeed.
All right, brother. As always.
Gotta change hands because
your
weak ass stomach.
Nah, bro. Your shit look like it's rancid, bro.
Look, when it used to look like this shit looks golden.
Oh man, that's I got bit by a shark.
This shit damn near.
Yep. All right.
Hey, cheers.
All right. So, actually, before I get into this episode, I really got to taste this beer. What did you think when you had this beer?
Honestly, I thought it was gonna be a little more on the sweet side. That's why I got it. I figure, in the morning I always wake up, take a shot, drink a beer or something. And I thought that would be a perfect morning beer.
Well, okay. Do you fancy a situation where this beer would pop?
For me, no. I'm not gonna say it's a nasty beer because everybody has their own taste. And I don't even want to try to credit the company like that. It didn't, as they say, tickle my fancy. You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, let's see if it tickles mine. It's not bad. I can drink it. It's not bad. It's hold on. One more sip. One more sip to take a dip, and we'll see how this goes. Yeah, it's not bad. In all honesty, it just has a kind of smooth flavor, but there is no real flavor. It's got that jackfruit aftertaste to it.
Well, like I said, it might even be better because it's in the glass. It can breathe. I drink it straight out the can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's got a damn bitter aftertaste though.
Oh man,
it's not bad. Anyways, all right. So let's get into this movie.
Indeed.
All right, so this week's movie. What happened? Did something happen to your lights? Oh, there you go. You good now?
Okay.
You turned yellow for a second. He was almost looking like me.
Oh shit! That a compliment.
Like Chris, you looking a little Asian. Your eyes going slanted a little bit. Next thing you know, you guys gonna, no matter what you do, you're gonna end it with.
It's funny you say that because I was watching old school Mighty Morphin Power Rangers last night.
Yep.
Just had it on, and I'm 37 years old. and I just realized there was human beings inside those robots.
You just what do you think they were?
Look, as kids, I just thought they was robots. Like, yo, they built them and they got like battle bots going on, and they got the camera set up so they look much bigger than the city. But then I'm watching, I'm like, yo, that's people wearing fucking cardboard boxes that are all painted up to look like Megazords.
Bro, you didn't notice that? Like, why do all these robots got black spandex underneath?
I never paid attention. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that was a show back in the day.
Oh yeah, it still is.
I mean, but we had the original, man. You know, not like the original.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I realized something. I had it playing in the background, and every time Tommy's fighting, the ad-libs are here. Yeah. I'm like, God damn, he don't know when to stop saying that shit.
Bro, I was watching Power Rangers SPD. I watched it back in the day, but I rewatched it the other day. Mm-hmm. There's this one episode where he's basically like the captain of the group, but like Doggy Kruger.
Okay, I don't even know who that is, but okay.
He's like a detective. He's got this long black trench coat, but he got a dog for a head. But when he's a Power Ranger, it's just a normal helmet with like the dog ears. But there's this one episode where he takes out 100 putties at once to go save the girl.
Yeah,
bro, that's one of the coldest scenes I've ever seen. And they got the countdown, and every time he kills one, the number goes down. He's just with his sword, he's taking them all out just to save the girl. It's crazy, man. Power Rangers, man. We have a sip for some Power Rangers. Who's your favorite Power Ranger ever?
My most favorite one?
Mm-hmm.
Kimberly.
Amy
Jo Johnson.
Figured. No, okay, yeah.
Come on, man.
I feel like Amy Jo Johnson as Kimberly is kind of like Topanga from Boy Meets World. Like every guy around our age had a, you know.
But you know what's so funny? Because even like I was just sitting in my own little world last night, and from that time, because that was what 94 maybe, it's around like early 90s, early, and everybody dressed modest. Like even though the guys wore pants, they wore them baggy, but they wore them on their ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The girls, even if they had on a short skirt, they had on shorts on under. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I was like, see, this is why we're fucked up now as adults. Yeah. Because I still base women off of their quality of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you know they were sexy, but they wasn't trying to advertise themselves.
Yeah.
Nowadays, man, shit.
Bro, nowadays, man, by the time they're 13, I'm not out here to judge fashion, but all I'm saying is
ain't shit left to the imagination.
Yeah. Leave something to the brain. And also, you know, not everything needs to be super tight. You know, women do look sexy in baggy clothes. Just saying.
Yeah. Aaliyah did.
Bro, Aaliyah, TLC. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Why are you out here trying to get water out his thing? Ain't no water in there.
So speaking of dogs, Juice got her ass up last night.
Oh, what?
Some animal.
Oh, jeez. Look, you know what? Talk to these people about your love for your dog, because
look, I do love her. No, her dumb ass. I was outside.
Yeah. Tell these people about that. When I watch this back when I edit, I'm gonna hear what you say. Then I might have to call you and judge you based off of what you say.
I don't give a shit what you say. She's her own damn dog. But yeah, I let my dog out. I live in the country. You know, it is what it is. And I was outside, and she was out running around. I was like, all right, cool. Time to come inside. Let's go. She gonna look at me like I ain't ready. And I was like, come on. She's like, nah, take off down the driveway. I said, fuck it. I'm going to bed. And my brother let her in when he goes out to smoke. You know, I go to sleep, wake up in the morning. She's in the house, walks up to me and she's limping. And that's what the hell happened to you. And she just gave me that look. I said, okay, out there fucking around with some random animal and got your ass whooped. You should have came to the house when I told you to. So she got what she fucking deserved. I don't give a shit. I told her to come in the house. She was like, I want to go play. She got her ass whooped. So there it is.
I can't wait to listen to this again. I'm gonna call you and be like, listen, man, you need to treat that dog better.
Oh, the dog.
Listen, you love that dog. I know you do. But
yeah, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
DMX style. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. You know, but shit, she didn't want to listen, so she had to go out there and meet the other wild animals that actually live out there in the woods.
Bro, I was listening to this this interview. I forget who it was, but they was talking about how they was on tour with DMX.
Yeah.
And at one point he was real drunk, and like they was getting ready to go leave the club or whatever. And he was just like, and then he was tired, so he went to sleep right there. And they just had to wait 6 hours, so he woke up. I was like, what?
Oh my gosh!
And it was like, yo, you don't mess with the dog.
Yeah, yeah.
What I always talk about. Like, all right.
I heard a story like that when they was in the studio. He was in there rapping, and they just got quiet. And they turned around like, "Yo, what happened?" And he in there knocked out sleeping. I was like, "Well, let him sleep." Like you said, you don't mess with the dog. I wish he was alive to see this. I ain't gonna say I was his number one fan, but I was a true fan of that dude. You know what I'm saying?
X was like, man, when he hit the scene, when Rough Riders and Rockefeller, man, that's my golden era of hip hop.
Oh yeah, man.
It's gonna be like that. Yeah, I'm always gonna be rocking It's Dark and Hell is Hot.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the Rough Riders Volume 1, I think it had 3 volumes, and Eve and Jada,
Dragon,
yeah, all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the Locks, pretty much.
Yeah.
But we'll get back to that.
Yeah. Eventually we'll do some DMX movies because he's got some out there.
He does,
and depending on which ones you watch, you either like them or you don't.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies, all right. So this week's movie was my choice. I found it on HBO Max because I don't know. I was just I was looking for something scary. Hopefully scary, at least, because we had been watching some introspective things, some funny things lately, and we hadn't done a horror movie in a while. So, because this movie is so crazy, I actually had to take notes. You can't see it.
No, we really can't. We see the wet paper.
It's invisible ink. But,
okay, cool. Roger Rabbit style.
Yeah. Okay, so this week's movie was called "The Field Guide to Evil." All right, and it had let me see if I can find I had the cover. Ryu. God damn, this man playing with his chicken.
You heard he just said this man playing with his chicken. This dude's dog is a human to him. Let me stop before the dog lovers be like, "Your friend's an asshole."
I know.
I love animals. I just give them the freedom to be animals. That's all. I'm Ace Ventura in this bitch.
Listen, this dog just stopped in front of me with his rubber chicken, and he's about to start. He just dropped it like he wants to play fetch. He ain't gonna survive out in the wilderness on his own.
First of all, he's too damn little. One of these buzzards will pick him up.
I swear to God, when I've had like falcons and owls flying by my house, just scoping him out.
I bet they did.
I know they want to take him out.
They look at they say, "Ooh, look at that fur ball."
Yeah,
you get some chicken wings because his feet like fucking chicken wings.
I know.
With some roast beef.
But this little furry hot dog is gonna be dinner tonight,
man.
All right, so this is the cover to The Field Guide of Evil. So you tell me, what do you think when you see this cover?
I thought it was gonna be about something being possessed. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Maybe like an exorcism or something.
Yeah,
so exorcism or something. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So for those who aren't, who are only listening, there's this girl, like her eyes are all whited out, and it looks like she's like, getting her soul sucked out or whatever. So I thought we were going to be watching some like,
and not in a good way, fellas.
Yeah.
Just say, not in a good way, fellas. She's getting her soul sucked out differently. Hey, I had to just clarify that. They're listening,
All right.
I'm just saying.
All right. He didn't took it in a different direction.
Hey, ladies, quick. Who don't want their soul sucked out? All right. Just had to clear that up. This is demonic, all right?
All right.
Yeah, we get back to the movie.
Yeah. All right. So I thought it was gonna be some like exorcism, crazy horror movie, but it turns out Field Guide of Evil is a collection of 8 short films that are put together based off of like old folk tales from around the world. And man,
but it does. Each story is in a different country. Am I correct?
Yeah, each one is either in a country or it's based off of an old folklore from that country.
Okay, cool.
Now I don't remember each of the folklores, but I do remember these movies, and I'm trying to figure out all of these films and what they're trying to say. So let's dive into them because there's 8 different ones.
Before we get started, please tell me you remember the poem at the very, very beginning.
No.
I wish I would have wrote that down because that poem was actually kind of dope.
Yeah.
But, you know.
By the movie, this film took me on a whirlwind to where I completely forgot. I know that opening animation was cool. So I got really excited when I saw that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I saw that. Go ahead.
I'm saying the opening animation in the poem had me intrigued. Like, oh, this might be good.
Yeah.
You know?
Like if you ever saw, was it the last Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows 2, Deathly Hallows 1, where they do the Tale of the Three Brothers. The animation was kind of like that. And because of that, I was really intrigued about this. All right, so here we go. So the first story, it was based off of like some girl in Sweden, these people who live in the woods in Sweden. And I guess it was about a girl, what is it? Finding her sexual, exploring her sexuality.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
Like, I was intrigued because of like the setting. Like it was like, if you've ever saw The Village by M. Night Shyamalan, it's got one of those settings where it's like they look like old Quakers, just olden times. And it's people who live in the woods and they still wash their clothes at the river or whatever. So I was intrigued by the setting, but tell me why. Is somebody dying in the background or some shit?
Nah. Oh, you can hear that? That's my brother watching something on damn TV. I thought I had that muted out. Shit.
Oh, hey. It's like people be watching this like, hey, something going on in the other room.
Yeah, we're like, oh shit.
Oh, you good? You good? Don't worry about it. You know, we'll just let the audience guess what John's watching.
Oh shit! I do got it on. So I'm surprised you still picked it up.
That's all good. That just means it's going loud. Whatever he's watching, he must be enjoying it.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. So So this first story, what's the first thing that happens? Oh, this bitch is gonna be milking a lamb.
I thought it was a goat.
I think it was a baby lamb.
Oh, okay.
And then you start sucking the udder. I was like, wait, what is going on?
I was like, okay, maybe she was like extra thirsty. I don't know.
When that happened, I was just like, what am I watching? I had no idea where this was going.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this girl she's milking this thing, and all of a sudden she decides to start sucking off this lamb, and then she starts walking, and she don't even have any of the milk with her. You know, and she comes across the other girl at the creek, who's taking off her underwear, and then decides to bust her own nose with a rock.
Yeah.
Look, apparently the girl was trying to put blood on her shorts,
on her undercarriage,
because I guess what the idea was, she was pregnant out of wedlock. And, you know, back in the day, there's something like that is very frowned upon. So I guess what she was trying to do is she was trying to put blood on her shorts to show that maybe she had her period, so that, people would think, oh, no, she's actually not pregnant. But, I mean, that wasn't fooling nobody. Here's my question. Aren't there other easier ways to draw blood besides hitting yourself in the face with a rock?
That shit would have knocked you out, man. You hit yourself in the nose, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever had to just draw blood, like on purpose?
On purpose? I want to say
your own blood, not someone else's.
Yeah, I know. I want to say that I did, but it wasn't like it was on purpose, but not like that was my goal of drawing blood. I was actually trying to do a tattoo on myself. Go fucking figure. Yeah, I know.
What? First of all, a tattoo of what?
Hey, don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying?
You were trying to put a contra code up, down, left, right.
Hey, man, I thought I was 11, like 13 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he put he put the date for his first date. 10 years later, he's gonna be like, "What the hell is this number?"
She ain't shipping a damn scar now. You can't tell what the fuck it is. As a matter of fact, I think it's tattooed over, but It is what it is.
I've, as a wrestler, you learn how to draw blood, on purpose. I've never done it. No, Lord knows I'd never do it unless I had a great contract, because y'all ain't paying me enough to mess with this forehead.
Shit.
So nah, I ain't doing it.
Okay.
But yeah. All right. So this girl's trying to draw blood. Next thing you know, I think the two girls start, engaging in some lesbian activities.
Yeah.
Or at least finding their sexuality with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it's like that had to be something that's very, I obviously, like, in modern culture, we're just really getting comfortable with it. It wasn't until like the 90s so that people started really actually getting more comfortable with the idea of same-sex, couples and shit like that. So like you could imagine back in the 1700s, like,
especially in another country. Nah.
What's weird is, like, you think about same-sex relationships and stuff like that, and it seems so taboo. I guess depending on what how the society looked at it back then, but like it's been going on forever, right? Like back in like the Romans and the Greeks, like all the actors and shit. I had always heard of like stuff like that going on back then, so it's not like it's anything new.
Oh no, it's nothing new. It's just like you said, it's finally just being accepted, I guess.
Yeah, which is rightfully so. Like, man, who you love, right? It doesn't don't bother me none.
Yeah.
But,
indeed.
But they start engaging in this stuff, trying, finding this part of themselves. And I guess it's about this one girl who she's coming into, I think she might have had her first period.
Not that she's trying to do, so she busted her nose.
No, not her, but the other girl.
Oh, the other girl she's interested in.
At one point, she finds blood down there. And so she gives the girl a pair of shorts with blood on her. That was kind of her offering, being like, yeah, I got your back. Right.
Okay.
Right, but that's what it was, right? Like she gave her a pair of shorts with blood on it because she saw what the girl was doing. So like to me, it was like, hey, like I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. What is it like? Live this whatever you're trying to do. Help you achieve what you're trying to do. Because when I was watching that, I was like, okay, so is she pregnant? Is she? I wasn't sure. And then at one point, the girl puts her hand on her stomach. So how far along is she? She's not showing yet. And they're like, no, it's still early.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, I was totally thinking something totally different.
Yeah, what were you thinking about that was going on in this story?
My first thought was she wanted acceptance. It's like, I guess if you finally got blood in your pants, then you're of age to, I guess, do what the adults do, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? That was my first initial thought. And then once I understood that, she had like a love interest in like the other girl, then it came down to, okay, maybe she's trying to show her mom or the elders that, she's woman enough to do what they do, but she has a secret fantasy about this other girl. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's weird because, like, I mean, by the end of the story, like, I felt like by the end of this story, it was the girl coming to not to terms with her sexuality, but just becoming comfortable with it, because she was kind of hiding it this entire time. And then the last scene of the story, she's the one that goes and finds the other girl.
But why was she comfortable? After she cut her mom's fucking face up?
No. Okay, before that, because I couldn't even tell if she was the one that cut it up. I saw the blood on the knife.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So before that, I had to mark this down.
Okay.
So there's a specific scene in here where there is a ghoul.
Yeah.
In the bedroom. And she told her mom that she felt something was like stepping on her, choking her. Yeah. She couldn't figure it out. And then she ended up sleeping with the knife under her pillow. She's trying to figure out, like, trying to stop this demon or whatever from killing her. And I was trying to figure out, like, maybe there is a demon out there. Maybe, however her feelings are, they thought maybe, if you're whatever you're doing, you're sinning, so you got to go pray to get rid of these sins. And so she's sitting there with the knife, and she starts masturbating. with the knife. She has a knife on her chest. So when she did that, so this is what I got from it, and you tell me if you think this is it. So
Okay.
I think the idea of the ghoul coming on her was kind of like she didn't know what the feeling of climaxing was like.
Okay.
So when that was happening, she thought like she couldn't move because however she was feeling. So she thought there was a demon trying to get on top of her. So
Okay.
that's why she had the knife here.
Yeah.
She was doing that.
I can see that. But what makes me not completely agree with that is because when her mom was always going off on her about it, whatever. So when she's sitting with the knife and she starts masturbating, she's like, "Come on, where are you? Come on," you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then her mom walks in, but then the next scene, her mom's out there washing clothes. It's cut the fuck up like a Puerto Rican did it, you know what I'm saying? So, and look, and I'm just like, wait a minute. So was her mom molesting her? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Or did her mom know that she had a thing for the girl and just didn't like it? It was like, I don't know, I guess trying to teach her a lesson. You want to be with women? I'll show you what it's like. And she was like, nah, I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? I just like her.
She went all Legolas on her.
Hit it with the Zoro. Get off me, you know what I'm saying?
But then after that, like, you know, all of a sudden the girl, she goes and she gets the girl and gets her out of her house.
Yeah.
You know? So up until this point, I didn't know it was a bunch of different short stories.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna be one long movie.
Oh no, I said in the introduction it said it was 8 different stories.
Yeah, but I wasn't okay. I wasn't really paying attention that well. So I thought it was gonna be a long. Then all of a sudden it just stopped and went to the next thing. And I was like, what the hell am I watching? What the fuck was that? But did you get a sense of evil in that?
The only evil I thought was which I keep saying, it was coming from her mom. You know what I'm saying? Like not being allowed to express her sexuality the way she wanted to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And her mom was the ghoul.
I can see that.
That's what I took from it.
But like, I mean, I don't know. Like, sexuality in modern culture is so out there. Like, you can just turn around the corner and you see some shit that, you know, it's everywhere. So I think we as people nowadays are desensitized to it. But like,
definitely.
You can imagine back then, like the idea of talking about your sexuality was probably just like we don't talk about that. We don't say anything. So yeah, I can see how someone can view the idea of exploring their sexuality in a way being taboo to the people around them, so they gotta hide it.
Yeah.
But I didn't really get a sense of evil other than that ghoul with the missing mouth. That shit was that was fucking scary.
I mean,
creepy shit.
It was creepy, but the act was I can't even do it. Hell yeah.
She was
mouth looked like the fucking shit. What's that damn? Was it James with the Giant Peach? The damn shark mouth, just spinning and everything.
I never saw James and the Giant Peach.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy hell. Okay.
No, it looked like the giant transformer with the balls.
That too. Yeah. under enemy scrotum. Oh man.
But yeah,
hell no, shit, hawking up fucking Fleming shit.
Okay, but this is essentially what this movie is. It's 8 collections of stories like that. So when I realized that, I'm like, okay, let me see if any of these stories are gonna, you know,
like,
am I gonna connect with any of these?
Okay.
All right. So next one. Hold on. The next one is about, I think, is in Turkey. I think it was in Turkey. I don't know, Peru.
I thought the next one was in not India, or maybe the Middle East. About the sick grandmama, right, with the baby and the little girl.
Yeah. So okay. So the plot for this one was there was a girl who was pregnant. She had a sick grandma, and supposedly, you know, around childbirth, if this evil shows up and it's in the form of a goat or a grandma.
Okay.
I don't know what that has to do with anything. First of all, tell me why this girl looked like she was 13.
I thought the same shit.
I was like, this girl is way too young to be taking
You know,
care of this baby by herself.
and her grandmama.
Yeah. That's gotta be uncomfortable though. You're trying to play like, you know how you are. They always say, I don't know how do I say this? How when you hire an actor, they're like, oh yeah, you should hire actors who are of certain, handicaps to play characters of certain handicaps.
Mhm.
Obviously, they couldn't do it here because the grandma wasn't just a handicapped grandma. At the other point, she becomes like the demon or like a fucking haunted grandmother and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like, man, they tell you got to go out there and you got to play a grandmother who's like, severely handicapped,
Mhm.
and you're sitting there doing it, and like in your head, do you be like, am I going too far? Am I?
I think that's why it was a foreign film.
Yeah.
They got the rules. God dang, what a water.
Bro, at one point she was feeding the grandmother, but she wasn't putting nothing in the grandmother's mouth.
I saw that too.
Like, what?
I was like, is she being me?
Dude, this girl was pregnant. Then all of a sudden she looked outside and just saw this goat.
Them ugly ass yellow eyes.
Mm-hmm. And then she started like her water broke. She saw the goat, then her water broke.
You're right.
And then next scene, she's got this baby wrapped up, and she's still taking care of the grandmother. But like, I have no idea how this girl had access to a doctor.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Yeah, but yeah, who knows? It was a 15-minute short film.
What did you get from this film? Because
honestly, I didn't understand shit about this one. I mean, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking maybe the girl had to go through maybe a traumatizing situation, aka rape or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she did look young. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of her grandma, and I guess her grandma thinking that she doesn't deserve the baby because she's a baby herself. Maybe, I don't know.
That grandma, when the girl turned around, the grandmother was gone.
Yeah,
she looked in the bedroom. The grandmother sitting there looking at her with the baby.
Yeah,
bro.
And she put a knife under the baby's bed. Like, like the baby can't grab that knife. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I thought was funny though? And no matter what, every time she passed the baby, she had to walk over and rock the baby for a second, and then go do something. She would like, okay, and then she would go do whatever she was about to do, then come back, rock the baby, and then
I didn't pay attention,
bro.
I was still trying to figure it all out.
All I know is when she killed that goat,
yeah, she said the shit,
bro.
Yeah, and then she threw it down the well, out of all places.
Yeah, first of all, she is too small to be able to lift up that fucking goat like that. She lifted it up. She done curled it up by this horn.
Yeah, and they just dumped it in there. I was like, yo, how strong is this girl?
But yo, she stabbed the shit out of it. It was like that goat then like stole all her weed or some shit. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Shit probably did.
She's like, and just started jabbing it up.
I guess because the folktale, whatever, that's what the evil spirit was. And then she goes in the house, and the grandma got the same eyes as the goat did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fucked up ass teeth.
First of all, that little girl don't know how to clean herself up because she was still covered in blood and just wiping her face. I don't know what to think of this story, bro. Like,
look, I was trying to make some sense of it, at least trying to find something that, just anything. And I couldn't. Only thing I could think of is, she had a baby, and she was too young to have it. That's all I know.
And so so what do you think this story was trying to tell us? So I think the story was trying to tell us that like maybe she had the baby and she didn't think she was a good enough mother, so she threw the baby down the well, and then all of a sudden she started having hallucinations. She started having hallucinations, and then she ended up trying to crawl down to the bottom of the well to save the baby and realize,
Okay, you know what? That's why I forgot about that. Because when she threw the baby in the well, she jumped down the water to get the baby, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
But then she looked up and the baby's up top with the grandma.
Yeah.
So I think it was like subliminally saying, you're really the baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess how many young kids got kids these days? You got babies raising babies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah,
she was,
bro. When I graduated middle school, not high school.
Yeah.
No, not high school. Not got about to go to college. Middle school. 13 years old.
Yeah.
There was 3 pregnant girls that I graduated with. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. Come on. That's
yeah.
As a teacher, you're watching this like,
yeah.
Are we not going to talk about that? Are we going to talk about these 3 pregnant 13-year-olds?
The elephant in the room?
Yeah.
Man.
Listen.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's the only thing, now that you brought that back to my memory, that's the only thing I can think of where she was actually the baby and she just wasn't ready to raise it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And that's, you got to figure that's a hard, that's a hard thing to take on. Like the idea of like being a mother when you're not ready to be a mother.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
I'm not familiar with anything of the realm. I am not a parent. You are. So, you could probably, connect a little more with it. But for me, that's a foreign concept.
I mean, I don't want to say this since I'm going to judge anybody because shit, it is what it is, people. Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that when it comes time for marriage and kids, both, I really think people should wait till 28, 32, that range.
All right, but okay, so why that range? Because I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people that are in that range where I wouldn't even trust them to raise my goldfish, let alone a baby.
No, but I'm saying if they're trying to have a baby at that time,
yeah,
then I feel like at that time, because life is life, and none of us not everybody doesn't come from good backgrounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like by the time you reach 26, 27, 28, you should have done all your fucked up shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I don't know. That's when I started.
But
it's your fault. Hey, it's your goddamn fault.
And you're welcome. You know what I'm saying?
Going to clubs that are getting shot up and shit.
Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm just saying because at that time, if you did all your, whether it was military or school or just whatever career you chased, you had your fun, or you should have had your fun. I'll put it to you like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you get to that point, you're like, hey, nah, I'm 30 years old. I ain't trying to go to the club no more. I did that when I was 20, 21, 22, 23. Maybe I hit a lounge now. You know what I'm saying? A lot band, shit like that. Because you should be more settled. But I don't
know. I feel like you can't equate maturity with age. And it's just off the basis that I've met people who were 21, 22, who I know are way more mature than some people I know who are 31, 32.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're definitely up there. It's just the ratio of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like out of 20-year-olds, male and female.
Yeah.
Because if we do 20-year-old females and 20-year-old males, I guarantee all those 20-year-old males is fucking stupid.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Every last one of them.
Yeah.
Out of the 20-year-old females, I say at least a good 4 to 5 of them probably got their shit together.
Yeah.
Maybe
they think they got their shit together. Maybe they just portray it.
I mean, even if they think they got their shit together, I mean, you got to start somewhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So even if they're trying to build a foundation, I say a good 4 or 5 of them out of 20.
Bro, listen, I've met some 20 to 22-year-old women who sounded like they got their shit together, and then in talking to them, you realize, oh, you have a television perspective on what life is supposed to be. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm 20. I should have this at this moment. I should have this at this moment. Yeah. Right? In reality, no, that shit, it comes in waves. It comes when it wants to. It comes when you're ready. Like, just because you think that's what's supposed to happen right now. This is why I don't believe in 5-year plans.
Okay.
Because some people will have like, oh yeah, I got a 5-year plan. By year 1, I'm gonna have this. By year 2, I'm gonna have made this much. And maybe for some people that works. I don't know, but like, I just feel like life is so fluid and things come and go that like instead of having a 5-year plan, you should just have, all right, these are goals that I need to meet in order to get to the ultimate end. And whether that first goal takes a year or 2, you know, as long as it ultimately gets you there, better prepared. You can't sit there and be like, after a year, I didn't get to this point, so that means my 5-year plan isn't working. No, not necessarily. It just you might not have gotten the lessons you needed in order to get to that first stage yet.
Yeah.
You know? But at no point am I throwing a baby down a well. Just what I'm saying.
Nah. Nah.
All right. All right. So the third story was, I don't forget where it was from, but
is this the one that was burying the people or some shit like that?
The one who the dude was digging up the people.
Okay, yeah. I was lost like a motherfucker, man. I was like, I don't understand this shit, but keep going.
So this dude was walking down this, like, it looks like a canal or some shit. And this, for some reason, this ghost just flies out of the tree and lands on his back.
Yeah.
Like they're playing fucking tag or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
She tells him, like, in order, if you go eat the hearts of 3 freshly killed bodies, you become immortal or some shit. I don't know. But then all of a sudden the body disappears and he's like, where'd this motherfucker go?
Yeah.
And then probably the grossest thing I've ever seen in my life. This man reached behind his back, reached forward, and there was some, like, let's just say some white goo that was left on his back.
Oh, yeah.
He was just like,
hell yeah.
He just looked at the kid. He's like, I started licking that shit and smiling. I was like, what the fuck is that?
I was like, she jizzed on his back. What the hell did I miss? You know what I'm saying?
You don't just put foreign discharge in your mouth. What's wrong with you? Man, that shit could be, I wonder how potent that shit is. That motherfucker about to had a stomach ache after.
Yeah.
Mother Nature's natural probiotic.
Shit. I don't even, shit. What? Nah, hell no. Nah. That shit was just weird. He was happy about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was smiling like he ain't never tasted that. He picture that shit was like strawberry jelly.
Oh God. Oh man.
I was like, what is going on? And then he starts digging up bodies and eating just the body parts.
And that rusted ass knife just sitting there. And he went, where did he go and sit? It was like some little, like, ice layer or something, wasn't it?
I think, I don't know. It was like a little cave made of sand, some shit.
He was in eating like it was Doritos, like,
I don't know.
Like you,
he had it. He was like, oh, I don't know if I can take this down. He's like, and spit it out. He's like, oh, all right, let me try this again. And grab some more.
Man.
Where was that movie made? Because that dude, I mean, there was like an English American accent to it, but dude looked like he was from like Cuba or some shit.
No, it was definitely somewhere where it gets cold.
Yeah.
Like the I wouldn't even say Netherlands or maybe even Soviet Union. I don't know shit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Russia.
Yeah. But at one point he stabs a voodoo doll. And then the ghost lady just all of a sudden goes, just.
See, I was really, really trying to piece it together. And I don't understand who the ghost lady was, because doesn't he actually find her body at the end?
Yeah. So, okay. So after he eats at least 2 bodies, I can't tell if he goes and turns himself in, because he goes to some building with like a bag of some shit. And then next thing you know, the cops are digging up these bodies and checking for them. And then they have him in handcuffs.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell if he'd like turned himself in or something.
But see, that's where I was confused, because when he went to go visit the people he went and talked to, where there was like the high priest of vampires, whatever the fuck you think you want to call it, he says you can make.
Why you think they're vampires? They look like cops. Old school cops.
That was sit at the table when he went to go see, when he was standing in front of him talking, the people sitting down.
Oh yeah, never mind. Maybe they did look like vampires.
Okay, yeah, those three. And he was like,
Yeah.
you can make a drum out of her skin. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So after so after he went to the building, then they go and they dig up these bodies and they dig up one of the coffins, and it's the girl who was like the ghost girl, but she got skin missing from like her stomach. And then they go over there and he's like, you know, I can give you this drum that I made out of her skin. And if you play it when you go to war, no one will stop you.
Yeah. Okay, that's what happened then.
Yeah. And then he was sitting there in jail and all of a sudden he heard the drums and he was like, yes. And he just started writing some shit down.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, I don't know what this was supposed to say.
Look, man. Only story I understood out of all 8 of these was the first one. Well, I didn't even say understood, but made some kind of sense that I can kind of keep up with.
Some of the later ones, I could connect a little bit with, but this is one of the ones where I was just like, I couldn't tell. I couldn't figure out what message they were trying to convey. I really couldn't. There was nothing that really said like, okay, this is, ultimately what type of haunt or type of evil we're trying to portray. I thought he was just, okay, maybe this is just a cannibal, fucking serial killer.
Yeah.
But why did he turn himself in?
Unless he wanted to be immortal. I don't know.
What's the thing? I felt like he turned himself in, but then he was all bragging about making a drum out of her skin.
Yeah. So I want to know who this her was. Like, why was she so important? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why did she jizz on his back and he licked it up? Like, yes. Why did she jizz on his back? You know?
He stuck his finger in a fucking Boston cream and was just like, yeah.
Shit. I don't even say shit, man. Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Oh man. And when I first saw the character, I was like, okay, this one looks cool, like the setting and all that stuff. And then I saw that and I was just like, did he just? Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't get it at all.
Yeah.
First of all, you know what I thought after this whole film was over?
What's that?
I literally said
the whole movie or this one film?
Oh, the whole movie. Okay. After it was all said and done, I literally said out loud, and I'm by myself. I literally said out loud, how the hell did this make it onto HBO Max?
I said the same shit. Yeah. I was like, yo, where'd they find this shit?
Yeah, I know.
Why did they find it?
I know.
Who got paid?
Yeah. Wolf Cop is Academy Award winning next to this.
Yes. Wolf Cop. Oh my God.
All right. So
oh gosh.
That's the third one. Okay, we 3 down. We got 5 more. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay. So the next one is about a family, an American family.
Okay. I remember
They're going out to spend time in the woods, presumably because maybe they spend too much time working.
Yeah, this was like a little family camping getaway trip. That's what I'm catching.
Yeah. And they go, and then, as they're out there in the woods, supposedly there's some cannibals out there.
Mm-hmm.
And, and that's where the whole story is, the folklore that's the story is based on. So they going out there.
The hills have eyes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So this family goes out there to this cabin, and then, the kid goes missing and just a bunch of shit. And then first off, like, what is up with the parents? Why was the dad so damn goofy?
I think just trying to play the role of trying to be a cool parent, because even when he slides into the kid's room with the shades on, he's like, guess what I got for you? My iPad and some headphones. Put these in. And ran to the room like, hey, baby, you want to have fun?
Anyway, she goes, put it down. Bring it over here.
Man. Well, if it only worked like that in real life.
Bro, and like, first of all, when the kid went into the woods,
yeah,
like the fucking the soccer ball went into the woods,
yeah,
and you just see some random kid standing behind a branch.
Yeah,
you want to come play with us? My mom wouldn't want me to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe later.
And then where the dude come from when the kid got lost? It, that just came out of nowhere.
Just came out of nowhere. Oh, can I help you? He goes, oh, where's it? Our kid's missing. Well, where'd you see him go? And he goes, hey, I'm over here. I was just peeing. Don't ever pee over there, kid.
Oh man.
He literally like the parents didn't move from this little area. And then this dude just popped out of nowhere. Hey, what's going on over here?
Yeah. Looking all creepy and shit.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Bro, when the kid went missing at night, because first of all, okay, so these Hills Have Eyes kids are actually some young kids with fucking giant fucking heads.
Yeah.
Looking like, man.
Looking like fucking Megamind.
Yeah.
For real. And well, I'm trying to remember what was going on because
so the kid was in his bedroom.
Yeah.
And he was telling him he wanted to go play, whatever. So when the mom wakes up in the morning, you know, they're looking for him. They can't find him. The dad tells her to call the cops. And he leaves. So she goes to grab her phone, and all of a sudden an adult hand grabs hers. And she looks, she goes, she screams.
Yeah.
The dad hears it and just keeps running. He didn't do shit. He didn't go back and check on her. Nothing. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh gosh. But what happens to him? Because he gets his.
So he's going. He's in the woods going to look.
He falls, right?
Yeah, he's going to look for the son. Then all of a sudden he sees some random house in the woods. He's running towards the house, and like a tripwire goes up, and he.
Okay, that's what it was.
Hits the tripwire and hits the rocks.
Yeah. And
then randomly, like this a little person pushes his son out on a wheelchair with a giant head.
With the fucking goofy ass goldfish looking eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then like they had all these other little kids there, and you could tell they didn't have a lot of money for CGI.
No, hell, they had none.
They had two kids with fake giant heads, and the rest of them had like turbans on.
Oh man!
And there was like, show him. What was the kid's name? Charlie?
I don't even remember. I really don't.
Yeah, he was like, show him, and he fed him. Like they cut a piece of his dad off and had him eat it in front.
Yeah, you know what he say? What did he say to him? He was like, "Let me get him," or something like that. He was like, "It's already been done." Yeah. The doctor is sitting there, the doctor or the surgeon's looking goofy as fuck. Just, I'm looking at this like I don't understand these stories, man.
Right, like, and then the kid just dropped a rock.
Oh yeah, on the dad's head.
And that shit bounced. I was like, oh shit.
Oh man.
And still, what happened to that guy in the woods?
He probably was on the ground. The mom, shit, who knows?
I bet, but that's what I don't get. Like he came out of nowhere, and then the mom yells. Literally, the mom yells. The dad's only like 15 feet away, and he just keeps going.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Hold on.
Yeah, you picked the doozy with this one, because this is when I started to kind of like get lost.
Yeah,
because I'm trying to keep up with it. Because I remember the stories, but they always started off like, okay, the first minute has my attention.
Yeah,
but then it's just like, yo, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying,
bro? Like, you ever see some movies where, like, I don't want to say this film is like that, but sometimes you see a movie where like you could tell they don't have a lot of money. But in order to make it like, oh, cool, they're like, oh, just put more blood in there. Oh, let's make this a really creepy or really like gory fucking like kill.
Yeah.
I felt like that's what they try to do with this one. Like, okay, you don't have a lot of money. So they're like, let's drop this rock on the dude's head and actually show it bounce off his head. Like they had the up close of the kid eating. It was supposed to be a part of his dad, but that shit just looked like fucking pork belly.
I was going to say some tuna fish. Man.
Man, how do you? I don't know. Again, how did this movie make it on HBO Max? I don't get it.
I don't even know how this movie just made it to be a movie.
What, dude? So
The money had to go to the fucking introduction of the video and the cuts between movie and movie.
yeah, because those were the best parts.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
Dude, like, this is supposed to be the field guide to evil. What guide is it trying to tell us?
I had no idea. None at all. Only thing that I found, actually, know it, that wasn't even it. Because I was going to say all of them. I felt like the connection was a woman or an animal.
Yeah,
but not in that one because that wasn't no animal. That was
no, that was. I mean, maybe the parents were. So what? Okay, so what do you think they were trying to tell us? You think do you think they were trying to tell us anything with this story, or do you think it was just a, oh, I want to try to make a cool, like, gory Hills Have Eyes kind of movie?
That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Because I don't like. I mean, I guess if they only got 15 minutes to make a film, like, I guess you can't really explain why they're in the hills with big ass heads, and and what's their purpose. You know what I'm saying? But
why was the little person the head of everyone?
Yeah,
he's like the doctor kind of thing.
Mr. What was his name? Oh no, that's from Big Fish. Mr. Soggy Bottom or fucking Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, he looked like a Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, for real.
But I mean, and how much? What kind of surgery could you have done on that little kid in that middle of the night to give him a giant head?
Shit, put a turban on him and paint
it. Where the hell are they getting all these kids too?
Man,
bro.
Yeah, unless everybody goes to that one house to camp and just never come back.
Dude, I was watching it and I saw the kids with the big heads. I was like, oh, they actually went all out. And I was like, no, they just got towels wrapped on their head and some red paint on it.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. So the next movie, the next film, is the one about the pagans.
Is this the one with the goblin or whatever?
Yes.
This is the hip hop one, right?
So apparently the goblin, yes. Apparently the goblin goes and then fucking, like, during Christmas tries to walk amongst the humans.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell what era I was in.
Because it looked like medieval, didn't it?
Yeah, because the way the dudes were dressed, they have Viking hats, fur.
Yeah.
And then motherfucker pulled out a boombox like, yo, I got the ghetto blaster. Because the dude that was playing the fucking, it was either the trumpet or whatever, he was playing some kind of instrument and he didn't want to deal with them no more. So he left. Mm-hmm. They're like, no, you keep playing. Then the other dude just goes, hey, I got the ghetto blaster. Let's keep partying. And I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
The ghetto blaster. I didn't even pick up on that. I just saw the boombox. Like, wait, where did the boombox come from?
Bro, and like the way they was talking, I was like, yo, a black dude must have wrote this shit.
Look, and what was it? That story actually seemed like it might have made some sense, but I couldn't get by the cheesy ass, like, acting and everything. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like the way the goblin looked. You ever seen? There's this show on Sci-Fi where they do like it's like a special effects contest. Face Off. It's called Face Off.
Yeah. There you go.
This looked like one of the like things you would see on Face Off. Like the way the goblin was.
Yeah.
But apparently, so they find this goblin.
They had to drink his blood, didn't they, or some shit like that?
So they were trying to bring him back to the hole to go to this underground spot where like the flames are blue, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
And they try to drink his blood, but it's like wine. But his blood is like wine, I guess, because they're all drunk.
Yeah.
Because at one point they go, he goes, "You want it? You want it?" And then he just turns his hands, and the wine starts shooting out of it.
Yeah.
But I ain't never seen him cut him at any point.
And everybody's sitting like trying to get it. I'm like, hey, what the hell am I watching here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there was one line in this one that I actually wrote down.
Okay.
Well, first of all, one of the dudes' names was Placenta. Like, what?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was like, okay. Yeah.
I was like, why is his name Placenta? And then they were sitting there, they were doing shit to the goblin, and they were calling the priest.
Mm-hmm.
And then the priest was coming on the boat, and they said, he goes, they're like, oh, he's coming to fuck that goblin up, and he'll take his time too. Like,
Yeah, I
Uh,
read. I was like, what? I'm like, oh
yeah.
my God, who wrote this shit, man?
That's why I couldn't tell. Yeah, I was sitting there. I was like, yeah, a fucking, yeah, a brother must have wrote this shit. Cause I was like, this is way too hood for this setting.
Hold on. I still want to know why they called the boombox the ghetto blaster.
Yeah.
That's so fucking racist. Oh
I gotta
man.
look that up. Is it called it like, is that slang for a ghetto blaster?
And you know
I
what? I don't
like that.
know.
I'm gonna start calling them ghetto blasters now, but
I mean that's what hip hoppers. You know, what they'll shoot that big ass video on their shoulder back in the '80s.
mhm.
You know, until they got to the corner with the cardboard box and there was a b-boy dance off.
Yeah. But
You know what I
okay,
mean?
so but here's the thing. Why were they dressed like Vikings in medieval shit?
I don't know. With a boom,
Yeah.
priest came in on a boat through a fucking foggy ass river, going through a cave, but they got a boombox.
Yeah.
Where the
And
fuck did
then
where did D batteries come from?
But and here's the thing, yeah, all these dudes are dressed in like fur and horns and all this shit. But
Yeah.
the dude that was playing like the violin, whatever, was dressed in a suit. Just
How did I miss all this? Oh man.
bro.
I think I was just so stuck on what the fuck I was watching. Like, yo, what is this shit, man?
Yeah. But then eventually, you know, everybody gets so drunk that they're like all passed out.
Mhm.
Yeah, they all had fucking like pickup trucks and shit like that. And they drove out into the desert or something.
Oh yeah, okay, they did do that. Okay, I remember that now.
Yeah. But then like eventually everybody passes out. And then the lead, I don't know, Paganis or whatever his name is, he goes into the fucking hole and I guess he gets stuck there or some shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we never saw him again. And after that night, we never saw any more goblins. But like, I don't, yeah. It was just funny to me, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
if anything, if you guys are go back and watch this movie, just watch this one and just listen to the dialogue and how everybody talks.
And this is what, the fifth story?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So the next one is then after that, I actually think the story started getting a little better.
Is the next one the black and white movie?
Yeah, where they go in, and it looks like they're going to like basically I think the two guys they either work for or they have to do something like Ringling Brothers, the circus.
Yeah.
So they're going out looking for freaks.
Oh, okay. I thought they were actually going to explore because if I remember the story, or at least what I remember, they wanted to buy the temple, or wasn't? Or
No, they wanted to buy like the fucking the freaks that they had in the temple.
Okay, gotcha.
And they wanted to take those because they're like, yeah, we'll take good care of them. Almost like they were buying like animals.
Okay, gotcha.
They were trying to buy all of them to take them back to, you know, the circus.
Mm-hmm.
And then supposedly there was one like god that lived underneath that, like, you know, you don't go look at that one. Like that one's not for human eyes or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one dude goes in there, tries to look at it. And next, you know, when he looks down there, he's just sitting there with his eyes in his hands.
Yeah.
Like this one, actually, there wasn't much to the story. Like the story was actually pretty cut, like straight through. And I like the look of it because it reminded me of those old documentaries that you see.
Okay.
Like the old like explorer documentaries and shit like that. That's what it looked like to me. So I thought it was actually pretty good, but there just wasn't much to the fucking.
Okay, that's what I thought, because that one actually had my attention the most. It just seemed like okay, but then it was nothing.
Yeah.
And I was like, did I fall asleep? Did I miss something? What the fuck just happened?
Yeah, because you expected something crazy to happen or whatever. But like, yeah, they go there, they try to buy the shit.
Mm-hmm.
They won't let them. So then the guy sneaks in to try to go look at whatever was underneath the fucking the temple.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets his eyes pulled out.
Okay.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Not much to it, but
yeah,
it was actually the look of it was the most intriguing thing to me, because it really felt like if you watch those old, you know, movies where someone's going like, you know, travel to India to go get like fucking spices or some shit. That's what it reminded me of. Like, I mean, back in the day, like, remember if you go to Coney Island, they have like the freak show.
Oh, in New York.
Yeah.
Like
the Coney Island freak show, or you go to Ringling Brothers, they got like the freak show, and like,
you
know, back in the day it was like so exotic, but now you think about it, just a lady with a beard
that they glued on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, and you saw like a little person, and you're like, oh, it's a 3-foot adult, you know?
Yeah.
The strong man. That was a freak. The strong man.
Yeah. when there was probably nothing but big black balloons with 1,000 pounds painted on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. It amazes me the what used to pass for entertainment back in the day.
Yeah, true.
You know, sometimes I wish we could go back to that time.
Oh, so do I. Like not all the way back, but just the simplicity of it, but the true core morals and values.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I just feel like back in the day there was a level of awe that came with like you go see David Copperfield and it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy shit. But nowadays, if you go see David Copperfield, first thing you're thinking is, oh, I know how he did this. Oh, I saw it on YouTube. I saw shit.
Yep.
Where you're not sitting there, you don't get the chance to believe in magic like you did back in the day.
Gotcha.
And that's one of the things I miss most about like life is just the idea of like, back in the day, you used to be able to believe in magic. That's why I would never tell my kid about Santa Claus. I'll let him find out on his own. With them. But so I have a lot of friends who sit there and say, I don't let my kid believe in Santa Claus. I tell them, I bought these presents. I did this, like that. Like, because they need to know that, mama or papa's worked their ass off to provide this for you. So you got to understand where this comes from, which I get that. But to me, it's like, are you that egotistical and are you that insecure that you need a 3-year-old to know that you bought this present for them, even though you already know it? Yeah. You know that, but you need to get credit for doing that.
I think, and I think that's the problem with society nowadays. Is they know little Johnny needs to know that I did 8 hours of overtime this week so I can afford that bike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, little Johnny don't, because when little Johnny turns 18, 19, it has to work on his own to figure shit out. Like, oh snap! I remember, growing up, I thought, Santa Claus this or whatever, and now that I know better, I can understand how much my parents sacrificed for me to enjoy my childhood.
Exactly.
He didn't have to grow up, too quick. He was able to stay a child until he was not.
Yeah, until he grew up.
And I think that's the problem with society now. We got social media already trying to make everybody grow up too damn quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you send it telling, oh no, I put in time for this, I brought this or whatever, then you take away from their excitement. So when they get older and they have their kids and they're looking at you like, as a grandparent, why are you treating my kids like Santa Claus exists and everything else? And you gave me the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
like to me, you're robbing. And this is, again, I'm not a sociologist or like a family therapist, whatever, but like, I feel like you're robbing the child of the ability to believe in magic. Because I think if you allow a child to believe certain things for a certain amount of time, then they are able to pull on the memory of what it felt like to believe in something that wasn't real.
Yeah.
To me, that drives creativity.
Well, like definitely. Like, what do you think dreams come from? Imaginations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can imagine whatever you want to imagine, but that imagination creates a dream. That dream becomes an idea. That idea becomes something you create.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you take away imagination, and hit them straight with logic, that's why you have a 10-year-old that can pass an SAT, and like, oh, he's so smart, he's gonna be great in life. But then when he gets 30 years old, it's like, oh shit, I never got to go experience a fucking roller coaster. I never got to go experience a buffet. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where it's like, I feel like, I just feel like when a parent robs a child of the ability to believe in magic as a child, like to me that's just a very selfish endeavor, because to me you're not doing it to teach your child that, hey, very real things have to happen in order for you to gain access to whatever you gain access to. You're telling them, like, you want them to know that you did it, because if someone else did that for, like, what does it matter? It doesn't matter. The other person that provided already knows. The adults in the room know. The people that need to know. Let that child be a child until it's time for them to truly grow up.
Yeah.
And that's just, I mean, again, I don't know. I don't know what 2020 parenting looks like because I ain't a parent, but I just know that like I watch a lot of children nowadays, you know, speak as if magic doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, like
I mean, no, it does. And, you know, these kids have the world at their fingertips, literally. You know what I'm saying? At their fingertips, the push of a button.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think we're ever going to go back to, like I said, those core values. Like even working in the office, I'm an old. I consider myself an old school trucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when it comes time to figure out things, I'm straight to the map, to the books. Let me figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying?
You be following the North Star.
Hell yeah, I can read that. Look, and I take pride in that. What motherfucker you know in this day and age can read the fucking stars? I can, goddamn it. Fuck you, bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Chris be driving his truck at night. Follow the drinking go. Follow.
Oh man, but no, I take pride in that I can read the fucking stars. You know what I'm saying? But I also learned how to do it on my own because I want to know.
Yeah.
But I guess long story short, we had a driver that had an incident, and they were trying to figure out where he was, and they're on the computer typing in locations and Google this, that, whatever. I said, give me that map. Looked it up. I said, where were you? Here. I said, he was right here. It says it right there. And he's like, you know what? Yeah, because this, that. Okay, thank you. Old school, right here in the fucking book. People don't read books no more. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I gotta go take a piss. Tell the audience a memory you have as a child of magic, like the magic of life.
Shit. Why does he do this to me? The magic of life? Shit. When I realized babies didn't come from storks, and I was like, holy shit. So you mean in the bedroom, that's where magic is created? Educate me on this magic. You know what I'm saying? So, but no. Magic. I guess, yeah, as a kid, knowing that, we talk about Christmas, knowing that you wanted something and you're made to believe Santa Claus is going to bring you whatever the case may be, you know, make your Christmas list, do this, that, whatever. And, you know, come Christmas morning, you got all those toys in the day, whatever the case may be, almost like the movie, A Christmas Story. And then you find that one present that you wanted, and it's there. Now, as an adult, somebody had to buy it, but you always don't find out who got you that gift that you really, really wanted. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I bring up, you know, Christmas or whatever. I mean, your parents can buy you whatever they want, and they might not think you need the other toy, but grandma might, grandpa might, uncle might. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Auntie might. You know what I'm saying? So when you're looking under the tree and nothing's there, or everything's there but what you wanted, but then you find that one, and the people that were supposed to buy the gifts, like, yo, you brought that? Nah, I ain't bought it either. And the person that brought it knows they brought it, but they ain't gonna tell you because they want you to believe it was magic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dude, the magic of life to me is where like the genuine memories like are created. To me, like the magic of life, and this is not even believing in something that isn't real, but like watching your child pedal a bike for the first time. That's the magic of life, because you can tell them, okay, do this, but when that thing flips in their brain and they get that balance and they're going, that's the magic of life coming together, creating this moment. And I think if you take that away from a child where they're like logically going, oh yeah, you know, I just gotta pedal faster and balance myself and then do that, then I'll be able to pedal. It's like, no, you're robbing that moment, because they're just like, oh yeah, of course you were gonna be able to pedal that bike because you did exactly what you were supposed to. But when you don't know how, and the instincts take over and that magic takes over, and I'm a real romantic when it comes to the idea of the magic of life, because that's just something I feel like is missing a lot nowadays. And I feel like, and I don't know how we can get back to it.
No, I really don't, especially here in America. That is one thing. I know I've talked to you privately outside this. Like, I'm happy, like my child's mother is who she is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they have those deep core. I don't know what the fuck John's doing.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, shit. Yeah.
Oh, listen, you live in the woods. When you hear a scream like that in the background, don't be surprised if someone watches this episode and then you get a call like, "Hey, Chris Brown is doing something in the woods over there, and I need y'all to go check on it."
I'm gonna hit him with the Theo Von. I don't really fuck with the government, you know.
Cop coming to your door. "Excuse me, Mr. Brown. Is everything okay here?" But, "Oh, what you doing? Black bodying it out here?" You know?
Look, it's nighttime. If I hit you, you ain't gonna know how many of there is. Me. Close your eyes.
Just close your eyes. Now, how many black people you fighting? As much as your I can imagine.
As much as your imagination can. Oh man.
Yeah,
shit.
no. Yeah, the magic of life. I wish I sincerely, genuinely sincerely hope we can get to a point where children are allowed to be children much longer, because nowadays, man, kids are becoming adults way too quick.
Indeed.
And I think we're suffering as a society because of it. Look at this. What is this crappy beer that you were talking about?
Look, man. I mean, look, hey, man, look. Maybe I didn't educate you on something that you actually might invest in.
Oh no, I haven't been enjoying it.
Oh, okay.
This entire time. You notice, like, this is still that first can. Normally, I'd be done by now, but nah, bro. It's like drinking cactus juice.
Cactus juice ain't bad.
Yeah. Well, yo, this is.
What the hell was that?
It's right now. I just got this like bitter aftertaste.
Oh yeah, it does that.
I don't like beer, bro. I don't. I don't know why people like can drink beer. I'm like, this is really good.
No.
Like that. No, just give me. I don't care. Give me a fruity drink. It tastes good. Give me a mixed drink. It tastes good.
I start with straight shots and then I pop bottles. Flirt with the hood rats, then pop models. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, here's the thing. I would, if I'm gonna drink something bitter and not taste good, I'd rather it go straight to the head as a shot of liquor. You know, or some Hennessy on the rocks. This
that sounds pretty good right about now.
Oh
yeah, don't hurt yourself over there.
Anyways, all right. So we got done with that black and white one. The next movie, or the next story, was about this brother and sister living in the woods.
That one was actually interesting.
Yeah, because so essentially, there's a brother and sister living together, and they were trying to take care of whatever livestock they had left because their parents are dead, whatever. And it turns out the sister is possessed.
But yeah, gerbil.
I was gonna say, was it a mouse or a rat?
I don't fucking know.
It was a mouse, or a rat. That motherfucker. Well, listen, when that motherfucker crawled out her mouth, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" But yeah, apparently the mouse is like a demon or some kind of spirit,
and it lives in her during the day. Am I right?
Either during the day or like when it's in her, she can like keep it like in control, I guess.
Okay.
But then, when it gets out of her, she's just left like comatose.
Yeah.
And then the brother is trying to protect the cattle and the dog and all this shit. And then like the mouse is going out.
Oh yeah, because it killed the dog first, didn't it?
No, it killed one of the cattle first.
Okay.
And then they're trying to keep it away from the other one. Then it bit the dog, and it left like the bite marks on the dog. So he was getting ready to go kill the girl because the spirit was inside her, and then he wouldn't kill her, and he ended up kissing his sister. Yeah, took the spirit into himself, and then she
shot him.
Yeah, because she said, like, I can only control the good, like the good Anna is only here for so long before it becomes evil. So I was trying to figure out did the evil all of a sudden take over, and that's why she killed her brother? Because she smiled at the end, or was she able to was the good Anna able to still be there long enough to kill the brother while the spirit was inside her?
At
Inside him.
that, I think at that moment, I think that he knew what he had to do.
Yeah.
Like he knew he had to kill it, and the only way to kill it was when it was inside of her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I think he kind of catch it when it came out, and like he cut his tail or something like that.
I don't remember that. I just remember like the dog was trying to get it.
Okay.
And then that's why it killed the dog, because it was pissed that the dog tried to get it.
Mm-hmm. But I think he knew that he had to kill his sister, and I don't think he can do it. So he basically took the demon from her.
Yeah.
And she killed him. And it's like,
well, that's the thing. Like I was trying to figure out, did she kill him because she knew that was the only way to get rid of the spirit, or did she kill him because she was evil now? Because the smile at the end. That's what like that's what sat there. I was like, I couldn't tell if it was finally the evil took over the girl. You ever been in a position where you had to do some shit where you knew, like, I can't do this, but it's something I got to do in order to preserve everyone else? Yeah.
I thought so.
In other words, you ever had to take one for the team?
on that level, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know, but on a different level, I'm gonna say yes because I actually have. I'm not gonna go into details about it.
Yeah.
But, doing something that you believe is going to be great, like you know it is. It's gonna work. It has to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you sacrifice the most important something in whatever it is to you.
Yeah.
Because you know that something is gonna be good.
Yeah.
But you have the opportunity to make everything else great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And together, it's gonna all be great together.
Yeah.
Just to not work.
I had a friend. Yeah, I had a friend. She posted that years ago. I want to say like 15 years ago. She posted this thing on Facebook, and I remember reading it, and it really stuck with me. I don't know how much I follow it now, but it really stuck. And it said, a lot of individuals will live a good life because they were too afraid to sacrifice in order to live a great life. You know? Yeah. So yeah, a lot of people will settle for a good life because they were too afraid to sacrifice in order to live a great life.
Yeah.
And that's something that happens a lot where, like, yeah, people settle because this thing came along and it was good. It was good, but like, they were on the trajectory to be great, but they stopped at, level 10 instead of getting up to level 20.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I sometimes I wonder, like, is level 20 that great? Because it's all about what you measure greatness as, right?
Very true.
Because some people will look at a family man and say, oh yeah, you settled. You could have been a fucking multi-millionaire businessman doing all this different shit, running around the world and doing all this shit. But like, depends on what you value. If you value quality time with the family, raising a family, and all that stuff, that's the great life.
Yeah.
Maybe some people don't want to be single, working 120 hours a week, building businesses and doing all this shit, and just having like quick flings every now and then.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not greatness to someone. It's funny, the idea of what one person deems success versus another.
Indeed. Because we all have our own different what's what I'm looking for? Different definition of success. Some people find it in money. Some people want it in love. People want it in feelings. People want it in possessions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm successful. I got this house with a helicopter, boat, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But they're by themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're still lonely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. And then you got that person that may have a 3-bedroom home and got 4 kids in each room.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it looks like they're struggling, But he's like, look, I provided. I mean, I did the best I could, but everybody's happy. Everybody's full. The kids are enjoying it because they don't understand anything. They'll get it when
Yeah.
they get older, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in him, he's like, look, I took what I had, made it good, and it was successful.
Well, so like it's the thing. Like I always use my dad, and I want my dad and my mom as an example because like if people look at from the outside looking in, my parents, they look successful. They built a good life. They worked at the same factory for over 40 years. Afforded bought some things, bought some apartments, some rental properties, things like that. They live in like a modest home and not an affluent area, but like a nice area. And they they provide. Their kids are doing good. They have a successful life. But like if you look at where, but they're not. It's not greatness because they're not CEO of a Fortune 500 company. They don't have millions of dollars. They're not running around doing all this different shit. But if you look at where they came from to where they are, it's like the ultimate success.
Yeah.
Because to go from this extreme to here, like that's something that not a lot of people will ever fucking attain. It's not that imaginable for a lot of people to get that far in life. So like, yeah, it's all a matter of perspective and what you see as your values and what you hold dear.
Indeed.
It's something I've been not struggling with, but it's something I've taken into account a lot in my life, especially in the last few years, of like what is success, what do I deem is success, and what do I truly value as a person. And I really think as an adult, you need to sit down and really have that conversation with yourself. Because if you don't, you can really fall into the trappings of what everyone else deems as success. And you start going down this pathway that everyone else laid out, but it's not necessarily what is going to be fruitful for you.
Indeed.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like, so in your instance, like you're a truck driver. Some people might look at a truck driver and like, oh, you're a fucking truck driver. But as someone who values his time, as someone who values his sanity, his state of mind, something like that is actually like the best thing for you.
Yeah, that's the most important. That's the most important thing to me, and I didn't fully understand that until a few years back, when, fuck it, I'll say it. I was admitted to the mental institution. I'm not afraid to admit it. I was in there. You know what I'm saying? I told you.
God damn.
Hey, you drank it. At least you drank it. Shit.
Pussy juice.
Take a shot. Did you say pussy juice? No, don't you ever turn that face up at pussy juice.
Right. No, yeah, it's like the juice is rancid.
Oh man. But nah, when I was in the mental institution and I realized I ain't no good for shit, whether it's myself, my child, the people I care about, if I ain't no good to me. You know what I'm saying? And after that, I realized the most important thing to me is my mental stability. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care. I don't care who I hurt to keep it, which is probably really fucked up to say.
Yeah.
But I will shoot you in your fucking face if you get to mess with my mental stability.
No, I bet that's understandable because at some point in life you realize how much your mental state means to you.
Yeah.
And if you get to a point where all these other outside entities are affecting it negatively, you got to cut these people out. And it's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings. But like at some point, you got to take stock for yourself and be like, I can't have these fair weather people around. I can't have these leeches around me because if I do, I might attain a little bit more money in my bank account. I might attain a little bit more of this, but my fucking mental state is going downhill.
Indeed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it took me to realize that I always valued the one thing I actually run from, which is crazy. Family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've always valued family, I always valued love, I always valued just stability. Those were what I valued growing up. But after that situation, and I realized that you got to take care of you. I mean, everybody else ain't gonna do it. People may try. You know, you might have very few people that are really, really gonna be there for you.
Yeah.
But no matter what you do, what you got, where you go, whatever, if your mental's gone, then shit, you are too. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like just knowing you for so long, I feel like family is very important to you, and that's to me. I feel like that's your ultimate goal is family. But I think as you've gotten older, you've come to realize that like I got to take care of me first before I do that. Because before, like you were going towards that without taking care of yourself, and it's like, no. If I don't take care of myself, then I'm no good to my family. So that has to come before anything.
And that's what it was. I mean, of course, we talked about the rattlesnake and everything else, but I've taken. And I don't want to beat a dead horse for all the listeners and viewers, because I know I probably repeat some things in other episodes. But I've taken some beatings in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All sorts: physical, mental, emotional. All that. You know what I'm saying? So to get to that point where it's like, okay, at one point I was strong enough to take every beat you could throw at me and still get the job done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was me. And I'm realizing now, I can't take no more beatings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not even my body. I ain't what I used to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's just.
Well, I get that, because like I was that guy who's like, I have no problem sacrificing and compromising for the greater good.
Because you knew you were strong enough to do it.
Exactly. Like that's just, it's like, okay, like I have, if I have to take care of 80% of the workload in order for this thing to be great, that's no problem. I can do that. No problem at all. But at some point you got to sit there and be like, yo, I can't sacrifice anymore.
Yeah.
I can't compromise anymore. I need y'all motherfuckers to meet me, because if not, like I'm no good anyway, because I'm fucking going downhill. My brain is fucking going nuts, and I need you guys to try to. I've gotten us to this level. I need you guys to raise up to this level to meet me here, because I can't do this all.
Yeah.
And when you see people being like, well, you could take care of all that. We'll take care of this little thing over here. And it's like, at that point, you're just like, I can't. I gotta remove a lot of this from my life, because it's sending me in a direction that I don't recognize anymore.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
You can't become someone you don't recognize, because if that happens, then man, it's just not good for anyone.
That's the worst feeling. Nah, I've been there before too. Looking at yourself in the mirror, trying to figure out who the fuck you are. And I'm not talking about internally. I'm talking about when you're looking at yourself and you literally don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I've gotten to that point where I'm just sitting there like where am I? What am I doing? Who's this?
Yeah.
Even as simple as it's as simple as moving to a new area and getting homesick, and just sitting there and going like where am I? Why am I here? Why am I doing this? What does this do for me, but what's this supposed to mean? And getting past and like figuring out like, okay, is this one of those trials that I need to go through in order to get to a better place?
Yeah.
All right.
Everything for a reason.
So the last movie,
I honestly thought that was the last movie, but keep going. I must have missed one.
All right. So the last movie is a very interesting. To me, it's probably the most interesting, and it probably had the best story front to back.
Okay.
So this last film that was in this collection was a silent film.
That's probably I don't remember it. But my brain's kind of fucked up right now too.
Sorry, I'm sorry you need voices to know that the movie was still going.
No, I mean I was watching it, and I think at that moment I was drifting.
Yeah, I love silent movies.
Oh, with the shoes.
Yes.
Okay, it's coming back to. I told you my short term is kind of fucked up a little bit, but I got this. Okay, cool. Nah, because that one actually. Okay, I agree. It was interesting, but I don't fully remember everything.
Front to back, I think it had the most interesting story. So it was a silent film.
He had a whole orgy in the woods. Shh. Oh shit, I'm joking.
It looked like it looked like they took that fake Halloween webbing and just threw it all over everyone.
Hell yeah. Oh man. Oh shit. Oh
shit.
Yeah.
All right, so
look, y'all want this is an inside joke between me and him, so excuse us, viewers and listeners.
no, but it's literally when you realize what just happened in the movie, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's covered.
Hell yeah.
It looked like they just got done playing paintball.
For real.
All right, so it's a silent film, and it's about two brothers who work in a shoe shop.
Mm-hmm.
And one brother, they're providing shoes for the princess, and the lead in the shoe shop, or like the older brother, he brings shoes to the princess, and they start getting feelings for each other, and then the other brother is jealous. It's kind of like Cain and Abel.
Okay.
So the other brother's jealous that the other one's getting close, and so the older one, asked the king for his daughter's hand in marriage, and he says no, but he says, hey, if you can go over here and get me this flower, then and you come back, then I'll give you the hand in marriage. Mm-hmm. But the little details in between the story are what really fucking had me interested. Because first of all, these brothers had like a foot fetish.
Yes.
He put the shoes on her. And he got aroused and started doing the dancing.
The funky chicken.
He's like start doing step dancing like he went to temple or some shit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shit, the fraternity dance, whatever you want to call it.
It looked like that scene in Drumline where
whatever the fucking
stomp the yard.
Hell yeah. She's got shoes.
Dude, imagine if they had pulled out like a pair of Timbs for her.
Oh. If they pulled out some Timbs, I would not have to. Look, that would have been the end of it for me. Like, I can't do this shit no more.
So he ends up like they doing that. So he goes and asks the king if he can have his daughter's hand in marriage, and the king's like, no, but if you can go to this, it's a loose strife pool. I don't know what a loose strife is. Some kind of flower. Mm-hmm. Get him some flowers. He'll let him marry the daughter. But then the princess is like, hey, if you're going down here, there's a lot of temptations over there. You need to resist. And if you resist it, then, we're good.
Yeah.
She fucking told that crow, hey, go keep an eye on this motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Snitching ass crow.
Hell yeah.
And so he goes down there and like, it's all like he gets the flower, but then there's all these like, I don't want to say mermaids, but like women in the water.
Shit. What? I can't think of the damn medieval name, not medieval, fucking Greek name for them. But keep going.
They're like sirens.
That's what I was thinking. But mims, not mims. Nymphs.
Nymphs.
Maybe something like that.
Yeah, maybe a nymph.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. But yeah. Keep going.
Yeah. So they're doing whatever. He's again all enticed with him. So he takes off all his clothes and jumps in the water and swimming. And it's an artsy film. So like, for those who are listening, you're not gonna see. So go back and watch this on YouTube. But like, they're swimming in the water, but they're not actually swimming. They're just in a black background going.
Low budget like a motherfucker.
Dude, at one point he's swimming through fucking the seaweed, but it's just like legs with like green.
Oh man.
Oh shit. Then next it cuts to and he wakes up and all you see is his fucking flaccid dick and just come all over these women. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Oh shit. Oh man.
Like he got fucking shot up by Spider-Man, man. All that.
Oh man.
All right. So meanwhile, all this is happening. The younger brother is getting jealous of all this. So then he goes and tries to dance for the girl. He ain't got no rhythm. And she ain't showing him some love, so he gets pissed off and smashes everything.
In the shop, yeah, he destroys everything.
Yeah. So he follows his brother down to where he is. He steals the map, and this motherfucker spit in the canteen.
Oh, I don't even remember that part.
He was just like, he just looks at you, looks around and just spits in the canteen and covers it back up. So when the brother wakes the next day, he's like, oh shit, and just takes a sip out of it.
Oh
Bro, I
gosh.
was fucking crying when he did that. Oh.
Oh man.
And then after all that happens, fucking the younger brother is jealous that the princess doesn't want to show him any love.
Mm-hmm.
So he tells her that the other brother got killed in the forest, so she kills herself. And then when the brother gets back, when the younger brother goes and tries to bring her flowers, she tells her ghost or her spirit, whatever, is like, oh, a little birdie told me that you lied about your brother. You did all this shit, so you need to pay. So she kills him.
Yeah.
And the brother gets there and he tries to give his blessing. She's like, oh, little birdie told me that you couldn't resist any of the temptations. So she kills him.
Yeah.
And then the king gets sandals made out of their skin.
Yeah. Which is fucking weird as hell.
Bro, he has some fucked up toes, bro.
I thought mine was fucked up. Ooh.
Oh, dude, they look like yours, man.
No, fuck no, they didn't.
Hell yeah, it looked like Golem and shit.
No. Oh man,
bro, your shit look like.
No, hey, no, I'm gonna stop you right there. We ain't gonna talk.
I'm talking about your toes.
No, fuck that. Fuck you. It's not happening,
bro. Put the rattlesnake finger up and just know that your toes is.
Oh shit.
Hey, he's been training Muay Thai since he was a baby.
Hey, I'll kick your fucking face off. Oh man. Oh shit. Oh gosh.
But that's essentially the whole film. It's just a bunch of collection of short stories that have no connection to each other whatsoever.
Look, they don't make any damn sense. I don't know how it's a field guide. It's a fucking evil.
Bro. I literally was like, what does this have to do? Like, I got done and I was like, how did this get on HBO Max? Like, why is this here? And where did that fucking cover of the fucking what is it, the possessed girl? Which story is that from?
I don't fucking, unless it was the one that they made a jump out of her damn stomach.
Which one was that? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Shit, maybe he did. Maybe he did suck her so nasty ass,
bro.
So she jizzed on his back,
bro. He licked that shit like it was cake frosting, bro.
Oh man, we have no damn sense at all, man.
Bro, it's so like he just was like, yeah, two fingers. He was like, bro, he fucking smiled like he ain't never tasted Cool Whip in his life. I was like, oh shit.
He probably has it. The movie's made in fucking Switzerland.
But it was just, oh my god. And I don't know where he got the fucking voodoo doll from. I don't get that story.
No, I don't get none of them. The only one that made the most sense to me was the very first one, and the one with the little gerbil.
To me, the ones that made sense were the first one, the one, kind of the one where they went to go buy the freaks.
Okay.
And then the last one. I think the last one made sense because, it was kind of like Hamlet. It was like a Shakespearean thing, like,
Yeah.
But after the rest of those, man, fuck. I still did like the goat demon and the baby. It was uncomfortable watching the old lady portray a handicapped old lady. It was kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah. Getting fed food that she ain't being fed.
I know.
Yeah. Lord forgive me. I ain't gonna do that. Never mind. I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm not going that route.
Feeding this old lady cream of wheat, and then
it wasn't even grits. Shit. It's fucking powdered milk.
Listen, if you had to make a short film about evil, give me a quick rundown.
A short film about evil.
Yeah.
I would narrow it down to more about the evil things people can do versus evil in itself. Like it would be more about, it would be a quick 15-minute story of trust. Mm-hmm. And I guess thinking quick, maybe a guy and girl, and I know it sounds cliche, you know what I'm saying, but one likes the other, and the other just uses them to get something, and they lure them into something, and they think, hey, this person really likes me, we might do it, whatever the case, not even do it, but like I might be here for a while, just to find out that it was all a joke, just to put them on display, and then destroy the rest of their fucking life, like that type of evil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I would do one, and mine's probably a little more abstract, but I would do one where it's like.
Well, you said quick. I thought up in like 15 seconds.
No, mine would be a little more abstract, like 15-minute one where like you got like a rich family with all these appliances, and every time appliance breaks or something doesn't work, they just throw it away, get a new one, throw it away, get a new one. Then eventually the appliances fucking rise up like, nah, fuck this shit. They can't keep throwing us away. Come back and kill all the people living in the house, suck out all their guts.
Some appliances?
Yeah. Like the vacuum sucks the guts out. The fucking the toasters go in there, they put their hands in there and just fry their hands up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. The viewers.
Bro, like the hair dryer just like fucking puts it onto their skin and just holds it there till they burn and moves to the next section. And the next section. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, you gotta figure, like, if you're thinking about evil, like that's one thing you never think about. You never think about, hey, the appliances can one day fight back, right?
Well, shit, in this day and age,
yeah,
everything is Alexa this. You know what I'm saying?
One day Alexa gonna talk shit back.
Alexa, start my fucking car. Alexa, turn the lights down. Alexa, play that bow chicka wow wow. You know? Alexa, get me the condom. Alexa, get me a plan B.
Alexa's gonna be like, well, the ratio of STDs to people isn't that high right now, so you could probably get away with. Oh, word? Okay.
Oh man. So you had a baby and you didn't do your job. I don't like deadbeat men. No. Alexa, what are you doing? I'm going to show you what deadbeat men get.
They're gonna be like, ma'am, so your husband left today at 8:30 and not 8 like he normally does. So you might need to go check and see what he's been doing. Like, Alexa, you goddamn snitch.
Isn't that why you brought me?
That'd be crazy. If all the AI and the shit around you all of a sudden starts fucking up your life just to fuck with you.
Oh,
because you remember Iron Man? He had Jarvis.
Yeah.
Controlling his house. Imagine if Jarvis decided to fuck with you.
Oh, that would be the worst. Yeah. Just imagine. Okay, this is where we go to imagination land. Yeah. Imagine being Tony Stark. Come in. Hey, where's Pepper at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mr. Stark. I showed Pepper that text message from Jarvis. What are you talking about? Well, I was bored and you were out trying to save the world, even though you were just saving one coochie at a time. So I figured I'd let Miss Potts in on your little secret.
Bro, imagine if you were Tony Stark, you brought a girl home and you're trying to floss. You're like, Jarvis, turn on some sexy music. Jarvis, fire up the fireplace.
Yeah.
Jarvis, get some hot water going. He goes, oh, sounds like you have a woman here. Have you taken your herpes medication today? Like, what? God damn.
Mr. Stark, don't forget your blue pills are on the left side of the bed, not the right.
Like, what? Jarvis, like, fucking, like, patient doctor of confidentiality. Sorry, Mr. Stark.
Oh, man. I thought she was a scallywag. I didn't know you tried to keep her around.
This is the third woman this week, Mr. Stark. Are you tired?
Oh, I'm sorry, not this week, today.
Would you like some caffeine to help?
Hey, Jarvis, shut the fuck up. Oh, man.
Imagine if Jarvis was Hood.
Oh, God.
What up, Mr. Stark? Yeah, I got the car ready for you. Got the bath on warm.
Some Hennessy in there. In a 40 ounce, get a little bit of both.
Mr. Stark, I've pressed your Timberlands, you are all set for today.
Oh man.
What's on the playlist? What is wrong with this, bro?
I don't fucking know, man.
What is wrong with this? I don't know. Anyways, okay, so that's The Field Guide to Evil on HBO Max. Final thoughts on this film, Chris?
If you're about to do some fucked up shit and you see a little birdie, don't do it.
All right.
There's little birdies around.
All right.
That's my subliminal.
All right.
If you're able to do some crazy shit and you just happen to see a little birdie, little birdies tell. That means it's a sign you're gonna get fucking caught, people. So just don't do it.
Mine is, hey, stop, don't be sticking random creams in your mouth.
Especially if it just appeared on your fucking back.
Yeah, how many creams are gonna land on your back? Like that's like the telltale sign of, hey, you just did some shit. That shit was curdled too. That shit look like cottage cheese too.
Oh man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's it. Okay. So that's Field Guide. Do I recommend this?
Fuck no.
No, but if you want to watch something interesting and really like blow your mind on how weird things can get, check it out.
I should have got high for this one. I'm talking high off life.
Yeah.
Because life was kind of low that day.
Yeah. I had a drink while I was watching it, and I should have had more.
I had a couple. That's why I didn't remember half the shit.
Yeah. Look, I tell you, I had to take. It's hard to see. I had to take full page.
There you go, right there. You can see a little bit of it right there. Yeah.
I had all these notes simply because I was like, I can't remember it. It's so off the wall. I can't remember it.
Look, man, I'm surprised I remember the stories because I was like, yo, I can't keep up with none of this shit. You know, I can't keep up with my everyday fucking life right now. Never mind this. But shit.
Yeah. All right. So that's this week's movie. Again, catch us every week on wherever you get your podcasts. Catch us on video on YouTube, and that is this week's episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Once again, it's your boy Sarath, aka Makazi. See, it sounds better when I say it first. Go for it.
And your boy Chris Brown, aka Red 4 Delta. Y'all be good out there. Have fun.